We're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and today we're going to shine a spotlight on four-star linebacker Chris Jones, who signed with the Georgia Bulldogs. We're going to take a look at his highlights. We're going to take a look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. Before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button because we're covering the 2024 recruiting class every day this offseason, player by player. And you need to know what these players are looking like for when they start making plays for your team. But here's his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you will get there. But we're looking at a four-star recruit in both the rankings and the composite. Top 10 linebacker in the class per 24/7 Sports in both their sets of rankings here. That's good to see. 6'2", 220. I bet you we see some pop in the step here with him, and I bet you he might be a little thicker by now because this is an older listing. He's already enrolled with Georgia. Looking at the offers, he received a fair amount of offers with 24, considering he's ranked 127th overall and 131st overall. That's a good set of offers there. He might be being slept on by the class a little bit with these recruiting sites. Looking to the left here, Georgia, Florida, Michigan State, Auburn, some top-tier Power 5 schools. That's a good thing to look at there. That's a good thing in his prospect profile. Under Armour All-American game, so we got some All-Star game experience. They got him projected to be a 4th to 7th round draft pick, a day 3 guy. We shall see once we get his collegiate career underway. But has verified size to his frame, 230 pounds. So heavier than his listing already. Showed good change of direction during March camp eval. Was timed in the 4.5 seconds. That's 40-yard dash. Highly productive player. 142 tackles, including 26 for loss as a sophomore. Also played running back. Downhill player. Plays in coverage. Athletic. Good instincts. Physical. We're looking at a linebacker here that can do a little bit of everything. He's athletic. He can stop the run. He can play in coverage. He's very versatile. I can see why college football wanted him. And he was locked in with Georgia, committed there, signed there, now enrolled there. 4-star prospect. Looking at the On3 rankings here, he's a 4-star down the line with On3, ESPN, and Rivals. On3 has him ranked 31st in the class. We'll look at the highlights, see if that's even true. ESPN has him top 10. Rivals has him top 10. Ranked at 11 in the industry rankings. But we're going to take a look at the highlights. We're going to see what he's about. Look at his game. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you played against him, if you're from his area, let me know. Drop that in the comments. But we're going to watch the tape here on Kristopher Jones. Chris Jones, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Here we go. We got him circled off. There's him getting to the quarterback. We're seeing some pop off the step. We're seeing some explosion there. Here we go. In the backfield here, or linebacker, wherever you want to call that. But, okay, we're seeing some burst. I'll see some length on him. Good length, where I can see him easily add size. That's the first thing that's standing out. Outside those first 2 plays, getting to the quarterback, chasing him down. I can see why they're saying he's good in coverage. Good against the run. Getting low, too, for his height. Something that needs pointed out. Look at the bull rush there. On3 sleeping. On3 sleeping. You should... Oh my God! I just saw his head rock back. Woo! That's a solid hit. On3 sleeping on him. Too explosive. Too strong. Too long. There's a lot of development here with the upside here when you can see his frame. The scary part is Georgia has 3 top 10 linebackers. The other 2 are top 5, I believe, because we covered them here on the channel. Another good linebacker. He's got to compete with them. I mean, he's not far off from them. He's good. He's good. So he might win out. He might get a spot. This might be a nasty linebacker car. They should always have a nasty linebacker car. Look at that bend there. Getting around. He's quick. Good feet. Good at pass rushing. We see him good against the run, stuffing runs. We're in the middle here. Coverage. Look at him read. Look at him read. Pulling up. Holds it. Keeps the contain so he doesn't get blown by. Then makes the play. Makes the play. Smart player. Coming off the edge. Just chasing down the running back. Yeah, I shouldn't be going down this far in the rankings and seeing this kid. He's underranked in the overall rankings on 24/7 Sports. I think because he's going to Georgia, and they got him rated as a top 10 linebacker, and they're saying, hey, we're not sleeping on him. But he's ranked like 127 overall, considering he's going to be the third highest ranked linebacker for Georgia here in their class. 80s, 90s. Seems about right with the fit and how things are flowing with the rankings. There's some players that are ranked too high. You should be a little higher. I think college football's sleeping. I think when you look at what they're trying to do here, you look at them getting two other linebackers that are higher than him, and you're looking at all the talent there. I think when you do your rankings, you see that, and you're like, well, if I take a shot on this prospect over this guy who has a clear path to starting, that might make my rankings look better, even though this prospect's a better prospect, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to read the tea leaves from what all these sites are doing. It's about them, not about us. But this guy can float to the football, I can tell you that much. He's got bursts, he's explosive. Look at him. One rule of thumb I got with highlights, and maybe it's in tune with watching me going over these highlights. Within 5 plays, they should do something to make you stand out, make you jump out of your seat, make you excited. Man, that dude running the ball, he's got some top-end speed. Because one, it's highlights. It should be their best plays, should be their top-end plays. They're garnered as a top-tier recruit. They're going against high school competition. Again, different levels of that game, but also, again, different levels to the highlights. The highlights should be rocking. And some of them put their best highlights in the back because they don't organize it, but not too many. Not too many. And the dominant ones, it's a reel from start to finish. More dominant the whole set of highlights is, the better. The quicker they can get you jumping out of your seat, the better. He's solid. He's solid. He's strong, too. Another thing about highlights is if they're so good you can't get a good eval on them, that's a good sign. Because they're blasting through the competition. That's saying, hey, I'm dominant at this level. This level's not built for me. I'm already ready for college. This guy is strong, too, at the point of contact. He gets low. He gets good bend. He's got good length on him, too. I can definitely see him adding weight. He's probably added some weight. It looks easy for him. He's got the frame for it. That's what I'm saying. Me being a gym rat for like 30 years, I can definitely read that. Who can add it and who can't. Just by looking at their frame, he can definitely do that. Look how wide those shoulders are. And then look at his frame. Look, think about the listing at like 220, 215. On 3 had him at 215. 24/7 Sports had him at 220. And then in the scouting bio, they said he was verified 230. 230 seems like good playing rate. Weight, if you're having him play back there, if you have him rush a little bit more, maybe a little bit more weight. But he moves well. Maybe 240, 245 is what he's going to be playing with at the college level. 250-ish. But solid back. Solid back. I'm seeing a lot of upside here. And I like to grade the upside. Like, how much upside can this get? One way you can grade upside with a player is a player like this. Look at his frame. Can they add more to their frame? How much stronger can this guy get? This guy can get a lot stronger and a lot bigger, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means he can get better. That means he can get better, and I want players that can get better and that can develop. I'm also seeing intangibles here where he's smart to the football. See that pursuit angle there? Getting to it. He's not really lining up and doing dumb stuff. He's getting to the football. He's reading the running back, getting to the hole instantly. Like right there. And then the athletic attributes, those are always going to be there unless he eats too much Taco Bell or something, gets really big. But the upside you can see with the cerebralness. Also multifaceted as a ball carrier. You're not going to flip him around at running back at Georgia because they got so many running backs. But I don't think you need to. He's good. He's a dog on defense. Woof, woof. That linebacker scrapes off the block. I'm excited about this guy. I get excited when I see rankings that are too low on a player and it just pops off in the first 3 to 5 plays that they are too low. These sites, you don't hold them to the star ratings. You don't hold them to the rankings. You just look at the tape and you think outside the box. You think of how they can develop. Where's their upside going to be? You got to understand these prospects too. It's a big leap from the high school to college level. A lot of them, we'll go through this listing. You won't hear them. But you really got to be open-minded with these as their prospect profiles concerns. You also want to see how dominant it was. He was very dominant when it comes to tackles, too. That was listed in the scouting profile from 24/7 Sports. Just getting in there. He's a smart player. He's quick. He's quick. He doesn't look quick. He looks a little lumbering, but I'm going to say this for his size, for his height. Height, it's physics. It's physics. He's quick for that height. And you'll know when you watch enough of these players. Good pursuit angle instantly. Just want to track him down. Like, is he one of those speed backs? No, he's not like the other linebackers, that one linebacker from Georgia, the top guy. But he flows down the line good. He's got pop off the step. You'll see it. You're not going to see it every play, too, because he's reading. He's not going to dive in there and get sucked in. Like, part of that is you got to hold your containment. You got to hold your spot because you got to have that running back step in so you can come in and make the play. Like that. You just got to flow to it. You got to flow to it, but you got to have pop to where you can have that flow initiate to the ball carrier. If that makes sense. He's looking good. He's looking good. On threes low on this guy. Big time. And they're not usually too low. Usually their rankings are more stouts than the other ones. And then it's 24/7 Sports. I don't know. Maybe in camps he did something bad or something. He got burned a little bit or something. I like him. I like him. Run the outside. Flow into the ball carrier. I can see why they might be a little bit low. Because he's not like an elite 100-time guy, but he rated within the 4.5s on the 40. We're seeing some pop off the step. But I like him. He's a lunch pail player where he's going to do everything correctly. He's going to get to the ball. He's going to make the tackle. He makes outstanding reads. He's going to be a player that's going to be on the field, and he's going to be making plays happen. He's going to be there. He's going to just be getting things done. May not be a superstar or anything like that, but he's going to be getting things done for you. Kristopher Jones is underrated by On3. 24/7 Sports has him underrated, and the overall rankings should be within the top 100 easy. He's got a good float to the ball. He's got a good burst off the step. He reads things well. Very intuitive player with a natural feel of what's going on. He's a heavy hitter. He'll bend you back. He'll rip out your spinal cord on the hit. He'll get low for his size. He's nasty. At running back, you see him pull away. You see a little bit of that top end speed. Again, he's a linebacker. He's a bigger guy. You're not going to expect him to run into 4.3s. You're not going to expect him to be a jitterbug out there, but you are going to expect him to get to the football. You're going to expect him to work down the line of scrimmage. You're going to expect him to peel off them blocks. He's always going to be there. And he's got the fluidity to play in coverage because we saw that. We see that in athleticism. He's a naturally smart player for the position. This guy's got some big things coming. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.